Good morning, guys. It is your boy, Mr. Nolan here. This week we are going into finding the area of composite figures. A composite figure is one figure made up of two or more figures. So, for example, this first one, it looks like a house, but I'm going to break it up into two different shapes. I have this rectangle. It says it's 10 meters by 6 meters. Well, guys, how do you find the area of a rectangle? Well, the area is length times width. So what is 10 times 6? That is 60 meters squared. But now I have the triangle as well. If you notice, it gives me the height. The height is 7 meters. But I need to know what the base is. So go back to your original picture here. Think about the rectangle. If this is 10 meters, then this is also 10 meters. So your base is 10 meters. So how do you find the area of a triangle? Well, that is base times height divided by 2. So we have 10 times 7 divided by 2. Well, 10 times 7 is 70. 70 divided by 2 is 35 meters squared. So think about it. We found the area of the rectangle to be 60 meters squared, and we found the area of the triangle to be 35 meters squared. But it says find the area of the entire composite figure. So you take the rectangle area plus the triangle area. The total area is 95 meters squared.
Well, why are we adding?
We are adding because, again, we have two different shapes here. We have the rectangle and we have the triangle. So we're finding the area of both of them, which gives you the composite figure. Good question. Next one. Solve for the area of the composite figure. Now notice how it says all four triangles are the same. So guys, that means if you find the area of one triangle, you just have to multiply it by 4 because we have 4 triangles that are the same. Okay, so here are my 5 shapes. I have this thing on the inside, which is a square, even though it doesn't look like it. It is a square that is 12 meters by 12 meters. How do you find the area of a square? Length times width. So what is 12 times 12? Well, that would give you 144 meters squared. Again, that's this square piece right here. Now I have my triangle. My triangle has a base of 12 and a height of 7. Again, how do you find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. So what's 12 times 7? Well, 12 times 7 is 84. What's 84 divided by 2?
42.
It is 42 meters squared. But that's the area of one triangle. How many triangles do I have again?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you take the area of 1 and you multiply it by 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. So the area of the 4 triangles is 168 meters squared. So here we go. We have 168 meters squared. That's your 4 triangles. Plus you have the 144, which is your square. add them straight together to get your total area of the composite figure. 8 plus 4 is 12. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So your total area is 312 meters squared. So guys, to keep this plain and simple for a composite figure, you're finding the area of each shape and adding them together. Now this next one is going to be a challenge. It says, find the area of the shaded region. Some are like, what is shaded? There's nothing shaded here. Well, good news is, yes, there is. Look at this. I'm coloring. I'm coloring inside the lines, Mom. Ah! So pretty much this entire thing is shaded in except for these two small little squares.
You went outside the lines.
Oh, I'm fired. Yeah. All right, someone else come teach. All right. So as you can see, I have one big rectangle. Well, I need to know what are the dimensions of the rectangle. So I want you to think about it. From here to here is 32 feet. But doesn't the rectangle come all the way here?
Yeah.
Well, that small piece is 8. So what you're going to have to do is add it to get the entire thing here. So from here to here, your rectangle has a length of 40 feet. So that's this piece right here. Now here's your rectangle. From here to here is 8. But here to here is also 8. But your rectangle goes from there to there. So what's the length of your rectangle?
16.
Good. You add those two pieces, that gives you the entire length, which is 16 feet. So, how do you find the area of a rectangle?
Length times width.
Ah, man. We're on our game today. So we're going to have to do 40 times 16. What is 40 times 16? And she loses. Let's see. 6 times 0 is 0.
24.
Ah, very good.
Bring down to 0.
1 times 0?
0.
1 times 4?
4.
Add straight down. Your area of the big rectangle is 640 feet squared. But now I have to find the area of the unshaded region. If you notice, it is a square. It is 8 feet by 8 feet. Again, to find the area of a square.
Length times width.
8 times 8. 64 feet squared. All right. But just think, that's the area of one square. I still have this other square too. But the good news is
They're the same.
they are the same. So I'm just going to rewrite it twice. Now, if you remember on the first two examples, we added everything. Well, this one is just asking for the area of the shaded region. That means we take the area of the big rectangle, because that's all shaded, so the 640, and I have to subtract it from the unshaded, which are the two small squares. Let's see.
Didn't you just add the 266?
Ah, very good. I was doing it the hard way, but we're not going to do it the hard way. I can add 64 plus 64. And that should give you 128. So the area of the unshaded is 128. So the 640 is the shaded, minus the 128, which is the unshaded. And you should get 412 feet squared. That's how much total area is shaded. All right, guys, composite figures isn't too bad, but if you're struggling, I'd go back and watch this video a couple times. And if needed, we're always just an email or hangout away. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.